Good morning. Isn't it good to serve the Lord? It's another beautiful day in Cayman Brac, which promises another day to see God at work in our lives. I'm excited about what He's doing here on our island. Weren't the services great yesterday? You weren't there? Oh my. Well, if you were not in our services, you missed a real blessing. At Watering Place yesterday morning, God's presence was rich and real. Sister Cecile Barnes gave us a splendid lesson during the Sunday school on a prayer of hope as we looked at Psalm 71 and Psalm 130. And after our rousing song service, I preached from the book of Jonah, reminding the people of the kindness of God. God doesn't strike us off the list immediately when we disappoint Him, but He continues to work with us and help us in our attempt to conform to the likeness of Christ. In Jonah chapter 1, verses 1 and 2, God called Jonah. Jonah ran from the call of God, but God followed after him by giving him another chance to do His will. Because you see in Jonah chapter 3, verses 1 and 2, God came to Jonah again, and He gave him another chance to do His will. His mission had not changed. His message had not changed. His selected messenger had not changed. As God helped Jonah become all that he could be, He prepared a great wind, a great fish, a vine, a worm. God doesn't give up on us, even when we give up on ourselves. He goes to great lengths to bring us to Him. In love, He continues to follow after us, urging us to be more than we think that we can be. Yesterday afternoon, the men met at Spot Bay for a time of singing and Bible study. Brother Albert gave us a great lesson on selfishness as opposed to selflessness. Then we all met for the evening service at Spot Bay. This was a joint service between the Watering Place and Spot Bay congregations. The last Sunday night of the month, we come together for a singspiration, and the night was owned of God. God started the service before the opening prayer. Spontaneous choruses arose from the people. It was certainly a blessed atmosphere as we started the service. After an inspiring song service, the people began to give offerings of praise and song. We were reluctant to leave the house of God where we had enjoyed such an evidence of His divine presence. Well, I'm excited about what He has for this week. I hope that you'll join us either at Spot Bay Tuesday or Watering Place Wednesday night for our regular midweek service. And men, you won't want to miss the Saturday morning men's prayer meeting. Remember, that's at the Mission Home at 7 o'clock in the morning. Now, speaking of prayer, please be consistent and persistent in prayer for our revival at Spot Bay with Jack Smith, which begins October the 15th. Set aside that whole week and plan to be in every service. You won't want to miss any of the revival services. All the churches on the island are encouraged to join us for a time of community service as well on October the 14th. The service is sponsored by the Ministerial Association and the Cayman Brac Heritage Committee. It will be that evening service, Sunday night. Be an old-fashioned evangelistic service, and people will come dressed in old-fashioned styles. We'll not have electricity, except for air conditioning. We'll have a great time worshiping God together, so don't miss it. I want to tell you again, if you haven't been attending Spot Bay or Watering Place churches here on Cayman Brac, you are really missing a blessing. I hope that you will determine to start coming regularly to our services. I promise you that you'll not be disappointed. God bless you, and I'll look forward to visiting with you again next Monday.